Aloha, good morning.
Good morning.
So, my name is Gary. I was one of Galen's many friends, and it's really a great honor to stand here to celebrate Galen's life. As many of you know, coming in today, Galen was an avid hiker. He loved nature, and hiking was Galen's gateway to exploring the great outdoors. And I want to talk a lot about hiking with you this morning. But first, Galen and I met in the mid-90s while we were both working for the county. We became friends, and I really liked his easygoing demeanor. Galen was great to work with, smart, professional, and respected by all who knew him. About 8 years ago, Galen mentioned that he was going on a hike, and I said, "Hey, I like to hike, can I go with you?" Thankfully, he said yes. And after our first hike up in Kokay, it went well, and we continued hiking as much as our weekend schedules would allow. I estimate after all the hikes together that we hiked probably close to 200 miles of trail. It's a lot. Our friendship actually grew from the time we spent hiking. And looking back, I could not have found a better hiking partner than Galen. He was awesome. Galen was a very accomplished hiker. He had a lean body frame and a lot of strength in his legs, and he could hike for miles and miles. He never got tired. But to keep in shape, Galen would run up the front of the Sleeping Giant. You do that in under 30 minutes, and that's like 750 feet up. I asked him once what his secret was, and he said he was eating lots of oatmeal. And, I believed him, so I started eating oatmeal. Well, I tried running up once, and it didn't take me long to realize he was pulling my leg. Galen's favorite place to hike was Kokay. He marveled at Kokay's beauty, the ohia trees, the streams, waterfalls, lush valleys, the deep canyons, and the beauty of the Nepali coastline. Galen liked hiking at a steady pace. He was never one to rush the hike because he wanted to savor every single moment while he was on the trail. When Galen reached the scenic lookout, he would stand quietly, leaning ever so slightly on his one hiking pole, gazing out at the amazing scenery. And I thought about this preparing my comments today, and then I saw that photo of Galen as he entered up in Haleakala, and it just captured everything I wanted to say about Galen. Amazing. And he would often say to me, after a hike in Kokay, he goes, Kokay is world-class hiking. And I couldn't have disagreed with that at all, and he just appreciated an incredible place here on the island. Galen also loved traveling and hiking with his family. He liked to share stories with me about those trips, being quite the globetrotter the Nakamura family is. Galen went with family to Zion National Park, Yosemite, Haleakala, New Zealand, Japan, and to the country of Jordan in the Middle East, of all places. Galen actually hiked up Mount Fuji with Casey. He used to really grumble about that a lot, by the way. But Galen knew the importance of spending quality time with his family. And traveling together afforded him the opportunity to do just that. And it really gave him a lifetime of treasured memories. Back on Kauai, some of the most memorable hikes that I had with Galen were with his family. I remember Casey and us hiking in Waimea Canyon. We hiked the Kukui Trail down to the canyon floor, and then we crisscrossed the Waimea River, traveling nearly 9 miles out the valley. About halfway down, we jumped into the Kekala ditch. It's really hot down there, to cool off, and we lunched in a nice cool spot. Further down that valley hike, Galen and Casey took up my challenge to cross over the swinging bridge. Remember that? I can still picture them both running across the bridge as it was bouncing and swaying at the same time, and it was just really great to see them doing that together. Reese joined us on a hike to the water tunnels of Kapoko. This is way up in Wailua, near the base of Waialeale. There we were, Reese, alone in a pitch black tunnel, gripping our flashlights, hoping that the lights wouldn't go out on us, and we sloshed our way through a 3/4 mile long water tunnel with the water dripping from the ceiling onto our heads. It was very, very exciting. Afterwards, Galen told me that Kapoko, step for step, was the most difficult hike he had ever done. But we were super impressed with Reese because he actually aced the hike. I mean, us two older guys, we were hurting badly. We were scratched and muddy, and Reese, he didn't even look tired. He got out of there. Nadine hiked with Galen and I and my wife on a trail called Honopu. This was Galen's all-time favorite Kokeke trail. The Honopu Trail ends at a lookout that's perched high above the Nepali coastline, overlooking the deep Honopu Valley. It's a very beautiful spot. And from our vantage point, you could see the incredible Nepali coastline all the way to Hyena. And standing there, it was like we were just floating in the clouds, and it was just breathtaking to be there. Of course, hiking is not without risk. It's fairly easy to get lost in the mountains, especially when trails become faint or disappear entirely. Galen knew the risk, so he always carried orange ribbon inside his backpack. Galen instinctively knew when and where to tie a ribbon to a tree limb to navigate a safe return. This was, Galen's version of low-tech global positioning. It worked. It really worked. And thankfully, we never got lost. And to honor Galen today, I brought some orange ribbons and tied them to this beautiful kamani tree outside. Last time I saw Galen was on September 12th. This was the day before he passed. I was going to Honolulu for a meeting, and Galen really wanted to take me on this hike, the IAL Heights Loop Trail. He talked about, actually he hiked just the week before. A few days before flying over, he texted me and he said, well, I'm feeling a little fatigued, and he needed to reschedule that hike with me. And I said, no big, let's just get together and hang out. So he picked me up after my meeting, and we drove to a restaurant. And Galen was feeling a little tired, but he wanted to spend time catching up with me, and we sat and talked for about 2 hours. We talked about the usual stuff, same things we talked about on the trail, but I remember Galen's face really lit up when he was talking about his family, Nadine, Casey, and Reese. He was super proud of them. And after that lunch, we drove back and we said our goodbyes. And Galen gave me one of his famous big roundhouse handshakes, and off we went. In closing, just let me say to everyone here, Galen was a really positive person, and he would not want us to feel sad today. I don't think he would. He tried his best to shield us from his health challenges because he was more concerned about how others felt or might feel about his situation. And he tried to comfort us. He really did. I think if he were here today, I believe he would tell us to smile, to laugh, and to remember all the great memories that we all shared. I think you can see that on the boards out front. Many memories. And I know his memory will live on, and I certainly will never forget my friend Galen. Galen, may you rest in peace.